Voiceflow has a drag and drop workflow builder, meaning we can get started without writing a single line of code. To get to it, we're going to choose workflows, and then we'll choose just this one, home workflow, to get started. So here is our canvas. There's a couple things on our canvas, so let's get familiar with them. First up, we have a trigger. In this case, it's a start trigger. So when we run our agent, this is where we'll start. We'll go more in depth about other types of triggers in later videos in this series. Next, we have a block. We can see that this block is connected to our start trigger, meaning that it'll run right as we start our agent. Inside the block are one or more steps. In this example, we have some really simple message steps. That means our agent will send a message to the user when we run it. So let's try running it now. We can do that by pressing this run button in the corner. By the way, once you've finished building your agent, you're able to embed it in a website or an app, or build a custom interface to interact with it, or even call it using your phone.
Bleep bloop I am AI.
Pretty cool, right? As you can see, when we run our agent, the messages in the preview match up with the messages on our canvas. Now we can connect multiple blocks together, just like how we connected our start trigger with this first block. Let's try that now. For now, I'm going to get rid of this listening for a trigger step. We can do that by clicking on it and hitting backspace. Okay, so let's do something cool. Let's use AI to tell the user about Voiceflow. It's like we're living in the future, except it's now. Now, there's a bunch of different types of steps, but for now, we'll use a prompt step. This lets us use AI to generate a message. So let's drag that prompt step onto our canvas. Now, if we don't put our step inside an existing block, a new block will automatically be created for it to live in. So for this step, we need to prompt our AI. So let's click it and create a new prompt. We're going to ask it to do something pretty simple. We're going to say, tell me about Voiceflow in a few sentences. And let's go and close this. And we should probably keep things pretty organized. So let's just name this block. We'll call it AI response. And finally, we need to connect that last step to our first block. And that means our agent will know to do one thing after another. So let's go drag this to here. There we go. If I press run again, you'll see that using the power of AI, we'll generate a few sentences about Voiceflow. And they'll be slightly different every time our agent runs this workflow. That's pretty cool, right? So now we have a super simple agent. One final thing you should probably know about the canvas is you can add media, comments, notes to your workflow, and you can even change the color of blocks. As you build out more complicated workflows, I recommend using these tools to keep everything organized, just like how you would comment code as a developer or use folders to keep your files organized. Does anyone still do that? Next up, I'll show you how to take user input in response to things your agent says using buttons. Click right here to watch that.